Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome day on this beautiful, beautiful Thursday. We can set let's main focal point of today's video. So, guys, we just got some confirmation that just came out that President Donald J. Trump will be meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin sometime next week. We don't have a date or a time. We do have a location, which is going to be in Hungary. Hungary will be the location, but we don't know the date. We don't know the time. It'll just be sometime next week. Also, guys, President Donald J. Trump meets with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky tomorrow. So that would be next tomorrow, which is Friday. Trump will meet with Zelensky at the White House in Washington, D.C., which will be interesting. We'll see what happens there. But guys, Trump just ended the war between Israel and Hamas in Gaza, which is really, really good stuff. And Donald Trump did have a phone call today with Vladimir Putin, too. And they're supposed to meet in person sometime next week, which is really, really exciting. Donald Trump confirms this in this Truth Social post, which is really interesting. It's a long one, so strap in. I'm going to read you exact words that Donald Trump said here on Truth Social. You can read the whole thing yourself if you want, but I'm going to read it for you so you don't have to. With that being said, guys, thanks for clicking on today's video. Let's get into it. I've just concluded my telephone conversation with President Vladimir Putin of Russia, and it was a very productive one. President Putin congratulates me in the United States on the great accomplishment of the peace in the Middle East. Something that he said has been dreamed of the certainty. I actually believe that his success in the Middle East will help in our negotiation tending to the war, and tending to the end of the war between Russia and Ukraine. President Putin thanked First Lady Melania for her involvement with children. He is very appreciative and said that he will continue. We also spent a great deal of the time talking about the trade between Russia and the United States when the war with Ukraine's over. All the congrats of the call, we agree that there will be a meeting of our high-level advisories next week. The United States Intel meeting will be led by Secretary of State Marco Rubio together with various other people to be designed. A meeting location to be determined. President Putin and I will meet in agreed-upon location, Wuhan, Turkey, to see if we can bring the antagonist to the war between Russia and Ukraine. To the end. President Zelensky and I will be meeting tomorrow in the Oval Office, where he will discuss my conversation with President Putin and much more. I believe great progress was made today with this telephone conversation. So that was President Donald Trump's exact words there on Truth Social about Putin and trade deals between the trade relations between the United States and Russia, and Putin giving Trump credit for the Middle East, Putin thanking Melania for caring about the children. A lot of interesting stuff in that direct quote by President Donald J. Trump in that Truth Social message. We'll see what happens next week between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. They do speak next Friday, which is really, really interesting. If you ask me, guys, really interesting stuff between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. You guys do not know they met. Remember back in Alaska when Donald Trump met with Vladimir Putin all the way back in August in Alaska. That was a pretty interesting meeting, Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. Even the meeting kind of looks bad now because really nothing really changed. But in that summit between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, all the way back, that summit, though, was all the way back in August. It was about 2 months ago since Donald Trump. Actually, a little over 2 months ago when Donald Trump met with Vladimir Putin. And they're supposed to meet next week, which will be really interesting. Trump also meets Zelensky at the White House for the third time. They met in February. They also met in August. And Trump met with Putin. Trump met with Zelensky in February. He met with they've talked over the phone, but this is the third time they met at the White House, which is really interesting. And now Donald Trump's going outside the United States to a neutral country in Hungary, because the last time it was in the first summit between Trump and Putin, it was in Alaska. And this one's in Hungary, which is really interesting. No time or location yet. Well, that'll probably honestly come out tomorrow, I think. I'm assuming it's going to be next Friday. I'm just assuming that. That's just what I'm assuming, guys. But let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Have a great day. Have a great night. Happy Thursday. Happy Friday. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Trump Zelensky meet tomorrow, which is intriguing. Peace out. Bye-bye.